Good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome in, welcome in. Thank you for getting up with me at the crack of freaking dawn. The crack of dawn. Um, I am blessed not to be stressed. I was going over my things that what I was going to do this morning and trying to hold back the tears of joy and being happy. Please forgive the light. Normally I do my emoji, but I want y'all to know that there's a human being behind this. It is the crack of dawn where I am. If you guys don't know, I am an over the road truck driver who has found his way in life, and one of those things is my long my really my really long YouTube name. And when you're asking what why is my name so long? Well, a couple of years back, I figured out finally what my meaning was in life and how the things that I wanted to enjoy in life. Because I was a people pleaser and bad marriage, bad life. Everything kind of sucked, but I found a good woman and I just really started learning what I liked. And the original reason why I started my channel was to record my life and how good it was going. And that's the main reason. I learned a lot of things in this, and I just wanted to share this with you guys.
I like to be educated, but I'm so frustrated. Hello to my loneliness. I guess that ignorance is bliss. Take me back to before I knew. Rewind, take it out of cue. Innocence can be a young man's game. Signed up for the hall of shame. I wish I knew how much I miss not knowing that we're all screwed when we play our roles and ignore the problems. I like to be weighing my patience. Stay up, I feel so outdated. How can we look the other way? Sun is out, but the sky is gray.
And you guys wondering why I say can't stop walking. Um, the woman that I was dating at the time, it became the love of my life and my wife. We men, it takes us a minute to realize stuff. I realized that one of her love languages is to be walking with me. That was a short montage of the last 8 years of our relationship and the stuff that we do. She loves to walk. And, when she first met me, my face was like twice this size. And I learned that if I don't get out here and walk, this woman gonna kill me. I told the story, or I think it was like the last Hype-a-thon, Live-a-thon that we did 15 miles a day for 2 days straight, walking in Las Vegas, walking the strip of Las Vegas. And that's when I figured out I can't I got to get my big behind out there. I was pushing 300 plus. I got to get my big behind out here, and I got to start walking. I got to get used to if I'm gonna be with this person. And it's been it's been one heck of a trip. My page, the main thing I guess we're talking about at the Hype-a-thon is to get you guys to come back to my channel to hang out in my channel and see if there's anything that you like about the channel. This is not a sub for sub. So if YouTube is listening, I'm I'm here to sell my channel. My channel is this is what we're about. We're about can't stop walking, but love mowing and cruising. These are the things that I love to do. These are the things that I really enjoy, and I have fun doing them. Um, One of the other things is me and me and my mowing. I don't know how I got into making that fun. Still trying to figure that out, but it has become an addiction. Working on small engine repairs and stuff like that has just been really the highlight of my life right now. You know, people say that the men go through midlife crisis. I guess this is my real midlife crisis. My first midlife crisis, I realized I couldn't afford. I remember two I got two earrings in my ear. Remember back in the day, you was considered, I guess, the LGBTQ element of P crowd wasn't around then, but you was considered that part of that crowd having an earring in your ear until it became cool. And I remember I wanted to get it, and my ex-wife, had said, "What do you? Next thing you know, you're gonna want to wear a dress." And it wasn't about any of that. And I was just, you know, it just bothered me at the time. But I went through, and I finally, when I separated and got divorced, and I went into the mall and got my ears pierced. And I kid you not, I have two tattoos. I have two tattoos, and that was nothing compared to that shock of that one little pinch that they give you. I remember I screamed out at the top of my lungs, "Ah!" Everybody looked at me, and I was like, "Oh my god!" And and I remember I bought some new clothes and all this. And I thought that was. Then I looked at my checking account, and I was like, "Wait a minute." Hey, this mess getting expensive. If this is a midlife crisis, I'm gonna cut this out right now. But instead, you know, actually got worse. But that's a whole other story. We got to say we got to keep this hype, the hype-a-thon. But I learned one of the things I love to do is working in the yard. Fixing the yard for my wife, fixing the home, and looking for that wonderful pat on the back, like, "Oh my gosh, honey, that the yard looks beautiful," and having my yard look better than the next guy. You know, that's the description of why I love mowing. But I just wanted to show you some of my antics also.
Let go, let go. There you go. I'm only using one battery, and that's from my 40 volt. I am a fucking man!
I'm sorry. And again, I'm here to describe my channel, so this is how I'm describing it. I get such a charge out of mowing. It's an addiction. I've gone to uh, auctions that sell more mowers. It's I need counseling. But I find enjoyment in it. I find enjoyment in fixing and doing these little things, and figuring out what is wrong with these machines. Turns out, that machine that you just seen, that's a Ryan core aerator. I fixed it. I bought it for a very, very low price. Original price for that thing, I believe, is 10, or it's either between 10 to 20 grand. So you're looking at, I have a good investment now. All the stuff that I've been buying, and repairing and fixing or whatever, they're my babies. They're my, what do you call it, pride and joy or whatever. But just like, like folks that are on YouTube, we're here to get monetized. Well, guess what? I have an A backup, I have a B backup, and I have a C backup, and I'm working on a D backup. You got to have these backups. I also invest in stocks. Um, you know, I want to have multiple streams of income, and if something goes down, I have enough. I have enough stuff to start a lawn care business. And you see all this gray in my hair. You can see it in the dark, but I learned through Big Sons. A lot of folks, you can still start. You could do what you want. You could do what's able, what God has put in your heart to do. You can do and have fun doing it. I'm looking to, if for my next adventure in life, I want to do something that I'm having fun doing. Yeah, I drive a truck. If I hated it, I would be completely miserable. But I don't. I like doing this. But after this, I want to do something else. Because, honestly, this is a very, very dangerous job. It's a very, very dangerous job. But what I also want to talk about is the last part of my channel, which is cruising. I got hooked on cruising the first time I went with my wonderful girlfriend at the time, who's now my wife. We um we have been on many cruises together. She will be, I think it's after this cruise, she will be platinum status on Carnival. You know, I didn't realize how much I like cruising until I got on that boat and really enjoyed the freedom that you have to be on the high seas. And you know how we black folks are. Oh, what if it sink? Well, guess what, guys? They have lifeboats, and these lifeboats are unsinkable. Well, I can't afford it. Well, guess what? Can you afford going to Walmart and putting something on layaway? You can do that same thing on a cruise ship. You put, at the most, you put $50 down, $25 here, $10 there, and you pay it off. You just got to stretch it out a bit. I got a cruise that's coming up right 1 week from now. We'll actually be leaving. We'll be leaving next Saturday, 1 week from now. We've been waiting on that cruise. Originally, we were supposed to be one of the first on the Carnival Mardi Gras, but kept on getting pushed back. That was in the beginning of the COVID and everything. And then I got nervous, and I told my wife, he said, you know what? Let's just push it back as far as we can, and hopefully COVID will be over. Well, be honest with you, we know COVID ain't over, but COVID's a whole lot better. And we've been waiting to go on the Mardi Gras. Um, we just came back from the celebration. We're ready to get back out there and have the fun. Um, I'm ready to get back on. If you look, I've got some stuff where you can see that we went on the first roller coaster at sea. The Mardi Gras has a roller coaster. Or I can't wait to get back there to to just have fun. And that's the main thing about getting on these cruise ships and going out and relaxing and just really enjoying yourself. But one of the things that I don't see any cruise blogger doing, and I got cornered, but it's been worth it ever since. Um, what they do when get ready to go to dinner or whatever, you walk around these boats, and they have different backdrops. They have different um, uh, places where you can take cute pictures. It's always the same poses. They say put your hand on your chin. Lean forward into the camera. Turn to the right. Hold her hand. Do this. Lift your leg. I mean, it's all the same stuff. If you've been cruising, especially on Carnival for a while, that's what you do. And we made the mistake and went into we went into the high end part of the picture taking. Didn't know it, but we did. Because once again, we went into the backdrop, and the guy says, okay, turn to the left, lean forward, turn to the right, look down, close your eyes, smile, do this. I'm surprised he didn't say, do a cartwheel, and he said, okay, now come back tomorrow and I'll show you your pictures. Unfortunately, I had a little wine in me when we came back. And I know he knew he got me because my wife had looked. She looked, and you know how African American women do. They give you that look like you ain't getting a dime out of me. And I watched the whole thing. It was a presentation, and I was in tears. And you even see that when the person goes, they go and they give you the card. Here you go. Here, the price. I ain't gonna tell you the price because it was ridiculous. Actually, I'm still paying that credit card off. I'm still paying it off. But I want y'all to see what I saw and how every time I watch it, I can't, I cannot not hold back the tears because I'm so happy that God put that person in my life. Enjoy, enjoy.
The summer rain is passing over, and it feels like a dream. I could run and look for shelter, but you hold on to me. I'm under your skies. I'm caught in your eyes. Don't you know you stop the room, and all that I can see is you. I'm standing where the lightning strikes. I know this doesn't happen twice. You must be my once in a lifetime, in a lifetime. You must be my once in a lifetime. There's so much that I have told you, but it's all in my head. Ask me anything you want to.
Yeah, guys. I forgot. I got so into making sure I stayed on track that I forgot to say if you want to grow with it with me and everybody in the channel, drop the hashtag can't stop and the thing to put your link in. And I also forgot that if you go all the way back to the top, I got two friends that you pass the waters um, and my other buddy, that's their pages out up at the top. Please, 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 if you get a chance, check their channels out because they're really wonderful people. Um, I like to, now that I got helped and someone helped me, um, I want to pass it on. I want to pass it on. I want to help someone else's channel. I want to be uplifting just like other people. Again, I always say thank you to Miss T with the T. I remember when I first started, I'm almost literally at 500. I never thought I'd be going this far um, in this YouTube journey because I remember I had I had four subscribers when Miss T found me on um, Big Son's Lawn Care channel, and she asked me, "What are you a content creator?" And I was like, "Oh yeah, yeah, I'm a content creator. Yeah, I have four subscribers. Two of them was me." Oh my gosh, but it's been a fun journey. I really enjoy I enjoy this crazy this crazy stuff. Um, I have fun doing it. I haven't checked out the comments, but just hey, I appreciate you all. I just checked in there. I had it's fun and it's just my opinion that if you can't have fun, then why you doing it? If you can't have fun, guys, why you doing it? You only have one life. You really do. You only have one life. If you can't enjoy yourself, why you doing it? I'm not judging. I'm not judging. It's not my place to judge. But I'm just giving my opinion, we all everybody acts like on YouTube that we have all this experience and we know everything and I'm the I am the guru of this and the guru of that. No, I actually don't know what the heck I'm doing, but I have fun doing it. Yeah, I have fun doing it. And that is the fun part and the enjoyment of getting on here, telling something, enjoying your life and being part of that that genre. And I'm moving over into another genre. You know, I have, I'm growing. Uh, it would take too long to switch the camera. I mean, I guess. Wait a minute. Let me see if I can show you. You guys can see the light. I put a tomato plant, a habanero pepper, and under that is some green peppers, jalapeno peppers, scallions. I just started me another channel because I think my name is long enough. I don't want to do can't stop walking, but love mowing and cruising and farming. I got another channel, OTR, over the road farmer. Yeah, hey, again, if you ain't having fun, what you doing it for? Now, one of the other things that we do on this channel um, is I do a live Monday through Friday. Being an over the road trucker, I do a live Monday through Friday, 5 a.m. to 6 a.m. You guys have helped me. It makes me get up. It makes me get ready. It makes me, you guys are making me look good in the trucking industry because I'm getting up and I'm going. I'm not, you know, I don't want to, I can't get up. I can't do it, mommy. I don't want to do it. And what we do, we talk about this and that and this and anything else. So let me give you the intro to that one. That is my intro. I love that intro. It is so manly. That's one of my intros, but you guys got the other one. We we talk about stuff, we have fun, we cut up, we have these different conversations and we have different um things that we talk about and we try to be uplifting. Sometimes the conversations are negative, about things that I've gone through and things that I've been through and things that I've learned. We we try to have a good time, and that's what it's about. And one of the things that is discussed is
You've ever had to pass gas in public and you couldn't help it and you were scared someone would think it was you? Oh, Lord. What was that smell?
I, I I have to confess, I'm a professional gas passer. I promise you, I'll be in public and I'll be looking and I'll be like, oh man, I gotta go. I can't hold it. I can't. And I'll be looking at the coffee and people will be standing, they'll be making, and I'll be looking, I'm like, what's the matter with y'all? You acting like I don't know what the heck happened. Yeah, I've had to, I've done it for years, and I apologize. I apologize to the world. Please forgive me. I'm a stinky booty, and I just had to confess that. Woo! Oh boy, I know. Oh man. But that's one of the things that we talk about. Oh boy, I know. Oh boy, and another one, another thing that is always discussed is. All right, this is the what the heck moment. You guys ever have that what the heck, and you finally realize this is something that you just can't do? There's just something that's on that you just swore you was good at, and you realize you really suck at it. You know what I mean? Well, I was reminded of a story. Years ago, I was a deacon in training, and you know how we do in the black church. In the black church, we do devotional. First giving honor to God that is the head of my life, and I want to thank the Lord to waking me up this morning, and thank you, Jesus, and praise the Lord, and hallelujah, and God is good all the time. All the time, God is good. You know that all that good stuff. Well, I was new to the faith, and and I remember I was singing "This Little Light of Mine." This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. You know that song. Well, my behind decided I was gonna make up some verses all around the world. I'm gonna let it shine. Driving up the coast all the way to New York. I'm gonna let it shine. I'm gonna just keep on. And people would stop. They were looking in the hymnal, trying to figure out where am I coming from. So I'm sitting there just I'm gonna let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. And I remember I happened to look up, and you know how when you look at especially a brother, you know, or a sister, they give you that they looking up like you know you can't sing, right? I don't even know why you up there. You know you can't sing, right? And I had to do a double take to see who that person was. Turns out it was Keith Sweat. He was sitting mid row, on the right hand side, and he had his head down, and you could tell he was trying not to laugh. You could tell he was trying not to laugh, but it was Keith Sweat. His mother, had belonged to my church, and you could tell he's like, you know you can't sing, right? I mean, really, bro, you should stop while you're ahead of yourself. Ah! Oh man, I was freaking cracking up. I can laugh about it now. You know what I'm saying? I can laugh about it now, but it was because I just started cracking up on it was so funny because I remember um um this morning, African Dreaming, what they were doing was rhythm and blues. I knew the songs, you know what I mean? I knew the songs, and I just I started laughing. I said, "Oh, this gonna go right. This is literally gonna go right in tune with African Dreaming in them." You know, I said, Is it? Hold up, let me turn my thing off so this nut don't hit me. So he know not to hit me. Sorry, guys. You know, these truckers, boy, they when they come in here. Oh, shoot, shoot. When they come in here, boy, if y'all can't hear me no more, and I apologize because this crazy mess. But I remember, and I just couldn't stop laughing. It's funny. These things is what I talk about Monday through Friday, Eastern Standard Time. You know what I mean? Um, one of the other topics. Okay, good, good. Thanks, Mike. Um, one of the other topics is the problem that we are going through in this day and age. A lot of times, guys, it seems like be, it's because of Trump and the Trumpers and everybody like that. We've it's like we're starting to go backwards. The people are coming out the woodwork. My wife had mentioned to me the other day that she was in Kroger. It's a supermarket in our area. And they have those what do you what do you call them? The self checkouts. And she paid for it, and the receipt got jammed. And she said, it was real busy. She got tired and started leaving, and I had to explain to her, honey, no, no, no. I love the fact that you forget that you are black. That you forget that you're African American, but you can't forget that you're African American. Always get your receipt. Always. Because when she said when she did, she started walking out, an old white lady behind her. Nothing against my Caucasian folks, but you guys, a lot of y'all have Karens in your midst. The lady, which was none of her business, because if she would have been looking, she would have seen my wife put her card in the machine and pay. You know what I'm saying? And this is the woman that's got like dang 18 credit cards. She makes double what I make, and she paid. But the fact is, she didn't give the receipt because it was jammed. Then the lady says, excuse me, she didn't pay. And I just went all the way into. See, that's why I go to from 0 to 100 protection mode. I would have went ballistic. And I don't like to call people out of their names or whatever. But first of all, it's none of your daggone business. Second of all, if you know you got any sense, any of these supermarkets, any of these stores, anything that has to do with commerce, they've got about 300 cameras all over the place that you don't even know where they're at. You don't even know where they're at. They're watching you. So what you think you're going to get away with, you're not getting away with nothing. And my wife stopped and she said, yes, I paid. And the lady looked and she went in the machine. She said, but it jammed. She went in the machine and said, yes, man, she paid. I would have told her, first of all, it's none of your dang business. Then I would have opened up my wallet and said, see all these freaking credit cards, see all these cards. I got enough money to pay for your meal. Would you like me to pay for your meal? But you got to be in everybody's. See, that's the problem. But I also corrected my wife. No, because you are black, you are African American, you would have been thrown to the ground, face planted in the concrete before nobody, and nobody would have looked, and then you behind would have been in jail. Then you would, you see what I'm saying? And as soon as you say something, the first thing they say, oh, they got a gun. You're being harmful or whatever. Next thing you know, the cops are shoot. Yeah, I know we're talking about, the hype-a-thon and everything, but this is what the stuff that we kind of try to go through, in the morning and saying, look, we got to be vigilant. And sometimes everybody says that when we're out there, we got to be better than them, and we can't go low. No, sometimes you got to take it to the mat. But if you're gonna take it to the mat, have your receipt. Do your due diligence. Do everything that you need to do. You see what I'm saying? And I'm also reminded of a story. It was I seen it, I think, yesterday. This 70-year-old black woman, I would have freaking lost it. 70-year-old sister, grandmother. She deposited her check in the ATM. She wanted to know what the heck was going on. They lost $600 of this woman's money. She followed everything they said, and she was getting, I don't know what happened, but evidently she scared some white folks because she wanted to know what's going on, why her thing wasn't deposited or whatever. $600 of her money. They called the cops on her. They called the cops on her. The cops came, arrested her, put her in jail, left her on a concrete floor, butt behind naked for 24 hours. See, this is the stuff we got to start opening up our eyes for. later they said they got her for disturbing the peace or whatever, and and they said she had a gun. She said, I don't have no freaking gun. This lady's 70 years old. Freaking 70 years old. If that would have been my grandmother, we would have had a problem. And then when she got out of jail, some representative from the bank was waiting at a freaking door, was waiting at a door to apologize. I'd have went to jail then because I would have freaking drop kicked them. You at my front door. I needed that $600 to pay my rent, but you go sit here and have me put in jail. Said that I was no, 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 no. I understand the suing or whatever. I'd have been smiling and giggling the whole time because I'm going to sue the pants off y'all, and I'm getting all that. But that's beside the point, because I remember there's a story of how that happened to me. You know how we are before I got good credit or decent credit. I went was doing a buy here, pay here. I remember it was I believe 1980 Chrysler LeBaron. This thing was a tank, guys. This was a tank, and I don't even I'm trying to remember what happened to that thing. I don't know, but I remember I was doing a buy here, pay here with that, and I went to this bank and into the ATM. And guys, I'm not a conspiracy theorist. I'm not a power to the people, but I ain't stupid either. And I remember I went to ATM and I got I guess it was either 200, I think it was a $200 payment, and it all came out in 20s, and I was at the ATM. And then I went and went to the place, and uh the guy said, one of the ladies, you know how they did the little marker, and they mark the 20s, and it comes out a certain color. Well, one of the 20s, it didn't change color. It changed the wrong color. You know what I mean? And I remembered, and I said, wait a minute. And I even said that. I said, man, I got that at an ATM at a bank. Because she just said, we supposed to trust. We trust the bank. I'm at the bank. Um, and I was livid. And I said, okay, I'll be right back. And I went to another place, ATM, and got another 20, and came back and brought it to it, and was paid in full, had my receipt. And I went to the bank, and I said, excuse me, I got this $20 bill. I said, I'm to make a scene or whatever. I got this $20 bill out of your ATM at such and such time. And the lady said, she put that mark on it, said, it's no good. I need a good $20 bill, and I'll be on my way. And they okay, we'll check in, blah blah blah. And I remember then they was like, well, we checked it on our machine, it's good. I said, no, it ain't, it ain't. I'm not doing, we ain't doing this. We ain't going there. We ain't whatever. Y'all gonna give me my money back. And then they would, kind of raise the can. I said, but I said, let me do you this, because I know what you're gonna do, because this is a bank. I said, I need you to dial 911. I need you to call the cops and have them come here and let them sort it out. I said, but I ain't going to be on your property. I'm going to walk over there to the corner over there on the sidewalk, and I will stand there, non whatever, and then we're going to sort this out. Because you're not going to say I did something on your property. I'm going to walk over there and I'll wait for them to show up. Next thing you know, I got a $20 bill. See, we have to be, and this was years ago, but we keep on thinking that, and then we've got these coons. I'm gonna say it like it is, the coons and everybody else, that they think, yeah, and we think that everything's hunky dory. The world's great and all this stuff. I'm voting Republican. I'm voting this and I'm voting that. We even who's that guy, Clarence Thomas, who got where he's got from affirmative action, and now they're trying to get rid of it. That's the stuff that we talk about in the early morning hours. That's the stuff we're talking about. Because we got to remember that there are people behind the scenes that are trying to bring us back down to a certain level and keep us in our place. Guys, you don't realize everybody talks about TikTok this, TikTok that, TikTok, TikTok. I understand you're having fun, but you got to remember something. TikTok is owned by the Chinese government. That's what TikTok's owned by. TikTok's owned by the Chinese government. And you got to remember that. They don't like us either. You remember when COVID went down, they put all them Africans out and in the street and was blaming them. The COVID started in China, but they were blaming them for bringing it from Africa. Do you see what I'm saying? These are the things we talk about, and we also talk about good things. Also, you know, what am I saying about good things? Guys, as you seen, it was real quick, but that was what was left of the truck that I was in I think 9.5 years ago. It's funny, you see, I'm talking to you from an 18 wheeler. I try to, after every live stream, talk about the God of second chances. The God I know is the God of second chances, third chances, fourth chances, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth. Did we could get the multiplication sign? You know, He has brought me through so many things, and I could always and never forget to say thank you. Never forget to say that He is an awesome God. Um, I let everybody know. I'm an open book. I'm a highly hypersensitive. What do you mean by hypersensitive? I'm a hypersensitive individual where I actually I guess I feed off of other people's energy. So after years of so much negative energy, and I finally broke free of that I'm in a positive place in my life. You know, you see on these TikToks and YouTube videos and all this that this my man got, you know, the man I'm looking for has got to have he's got to make six figures and he's got to have a six pack abs and he's got to have his own this and own that and all of these things he's got to have. Well, you guess what? When my wife met me, I was a blank slate. I was burnt. Everything burnt up. Everything I own, my whole life, my whole past, it burnt up. And it's funny because I remember after the accident, I prayed and said, God, I just want to live. Not again. I say not live. Just breathe. Ha ha. I said I've never done nothing. Never been with somebody that wants to do something. I never had someone in my life that actually gave a flinking whatever about me. And he says, "Oh, I've been waiting. I've been waiting. I've been waiting for you to say it. Now that you said it, I'm going to bless you. I'm going to put someone in your life." And I believe it's in the Old Testament. It's where it says the master has to break down. He has to break you down to nothing to build you back up. This is the God I know. He will break you down to nothing and build you back up into the person that you were meant to be. He will break you back. He'll break you down. I'm starting to. Sorry, guys. I get excited sometimes. He'll break you down and bring you back into He will break you down and bring you back to the right person that you're meant to be. And when you see it, you'll never you'll never forget it. He is awesome. He is awesome. And he comes in and he sends people your way. He sends people to bring you out of your box. He sends people. I do videos. My friend, I say it like this, my friend Mr. Charles Lane. He said, you know what, you want to do something? I'm gonna put a friend in your life that loves to do crazy things. To be doing zip lining at 55 miles an hour after an ice storm. To go four wheeling in a different country, you know, seeing, beaches that look like something out of a James Bond freaking movie. You know what I'm saying? To be invited to do crazy things, to walk the streets of Mardi Gras, to go to Las Vegas and see the casinos and to spend a week at the top of a snow-capped mountain to do crazy crap to get slingshotted out and up into the air because you knew you would never do that on your own. To go walking on a goat path, where you're looking around to see if where's the chupacabra gonna come out and snatch us all up. That's why I know the God that I know, the God I know has jokes. He says, "Well, you asked me, you know." And one of the other things I just want to do because he's actually ex special forces and a paratrooper. I'm trying to lose the weight because I want to jump out of an airplane. I want to parachute out because I know he crazy enough to do it because that's what he used to do in the army. You know, God is awesome, and then he replaces his awesomeness with being on time. He's an on time God. My best friend, who has been alone his whole freaking life, God finally found the woman of his dreams, and he's about to be married. And guess what? Guess what, guys? I prayed for him. I didn't give this long drawn out prayer. I just asked God, would you come and show him the wonderful sight that I always see when I look up and I wake up in the middle of the night and I reach over and just tap my wife to see if she's still there. And when I know that she's still there, you would think that my smile wouldn't be so big it might break my daggone face. When we're going to be on a cruise in a couple of, not a couple of days, at the end of the week. I'm gonna be complaining every morning because we're gonna be walking around the top deck. Because we do. She gets everybody. Everybody's out there exercising. Before we go stuffing our face in the morning hours, walking on the top deck and laughing and cracking up and doing those things and complaining. But I'm gonna be cheesing as always because I know that I wouldn't be who I am today if it wasn't for her. And it wasn't for God putting her in my life. Guys, when God bless you, stay humble. Know that he's an awesome God. Know that life is short. Everybody, we're trying to get to this point or that point in our lives. We're trying to, even on YouTube, we're trying to get to the 1,000,000 or 2,000,000 mark or whatever. Tomorrow is not promised. It's not promised. But there's a song I know you guys don't listen to because most of the people here are African American, but um, his name is Citizen Cope. His song, it says the sun's gonna rise in a while. In a while, you're gonna be just fine because the sun's gonna come up. What sun are we talking about? It could be the sun that's up above, or the Son of God. Think about it. Think about it. Oh, Tamika, you know Citizen Cope. Oh, wait a minute. I gotta make sure we subscribe to each other. You got taste. Oh, hello. But thank again to Miss T with the T. I wasn't normal. I was like, I did two hypathons. I'm gonna give someone else a chance. My channel's growing. I'm doing the marathon. I'm not, we doing the marathon. You know, I'm enjoying it and I'm having fun. Thank you for the chance to let me show you guys about my life. And that's what my channel is about. It's thanking you guys to see this is the goofy stuff that I do day in and day out. That let you know that you're appreciated. Everyone that's come in, thank you. Everyone that will watch this on the remix, I say thank you. Also, I'm going to place somewhere either right there and right there later on today after everything pops in other lives that you can see that you can connect to on this page and just let you know that you're greatly appreciated and know that I'm getting a little emotional. um, Everybody said these YouTube streets, there's some really nice people on these YouTube streets. And again, I thank you. Hey, appreciate my man Mike. Mike has my back. Mike is one of my few moderators that I have, and he looks out. But I appreciate you. I'm learning from you. For my little plans, they reaching for the sky, brother, and let you know that you are blessed, and always know if nobody loves you, I love you, and God loves you too. So just always know this, and get ready for the next person. I hope they keep the hypathon hyping. And I sorry I didn't put a link on there, but it is crack of dawn, guys. But I know Mike did it already. You guys have a blessed day and keep it moving. God bless. Peace out.